Finally, young Sheldon acknowledges the harsh reality about Sheldon. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like of caution. Episode 20 of Young Sheldon's 6th season contains spoilers. After rejecting the terrible reality of Sheldon for so long, young Sheldon finally acknowledges it. Sheldon was unquestionably the real protagonist of The Big Bang Theory, even if it was an ensemble sitcom. Typically, their stories revolved around the socially awkward genius. He was an essential plot element or source of humor in the few instances where he wasn't. The fact that the character received the first and only spin-off of The Big Bang Theory with young Sheldon, however, is the best evidence of this. The prequel's narrative has gradually changed over time, though, with a greater focus on the remaining Cooper family members. Despite having a title character, Young Sheldon Season 6 has gradually shifted its focus to a family ensemble series. Every member of Sheldon's family has had a unique storyline. Mima manages her expanding company, Georgie and Mandy deal with being new parents, and Missy tries to figure out where she fits in the clan. For their part, Georgie and Mary accept the true state of their marriage. Sheldon, the title character of the comedy, has also been involved in a number of plots, but he was largely overlooked in the midst of young Sheldon's other events. In German for Beginners and Crazy Old Man with a Bat, Episode 20 of Young Sheldon Season 6, Sheldon tries to persuade his parents that a vacation to Germany will improve his chances of succeeding after graduation. Unfortunately, because his family cannot afford it, the young prodigy must raise money for the project alone because the grant does not cover all of the costs. He believes that there is no hope left, but Dr. Linkletter and even Pastor Jeff save him by giving him the money he needs. It turns out that they raised funds for it from members of the church and East Texas Tech. Ironically, Sheldon thinks that his popularity is the reason why people are supporting him. In all honesty, they are willing to pay for his removal from Texas because they want him gone. This is virtually a meta-comment on the public's criticism of the character's obnoxious behavior in young Sheldon, for whatever reason. The character has become extremely unlikable in his own show, despite the fact that his annoying demeanor was one of his defining characteristics on The Big Bang Theory. Ian Armitage's portrayal of Sheldon in Young Sheldon is by no means a depiction of Sheldon's excruciating annoyance, as the performer has consistently been. He plays the part brilliantly. The use of the character in the Big Bang Theory prequel is the source of the issue. In contrast to previous seasons of the show, the young genius has become less introspective and more self-centered. Additionally, young Sheldon hasn't given him many emotional moments lately for whatever reason. However, taking Sheldon out of Young Sheldon might be the wisest course of action for the series going ahead. CBS may rename the prequel as The Coopers and completely refocus the narrative on Missy, Georgie, and the rest of the family in Texas when she eventually moves to Pasadena for post-graduation. This enables the network to keep profiting from the popularity of the show. For years, fans of The Big Bang Theory have watched Sheldon Cooper's antics with a mix of admiration, frustration, and occasional secondhand embarrassment. But now, in a jaw-dropping twist that has young Sheldon fans reeling, the series has finally dropped the veil and revealed a hard truth about the boy genius we thought we knew. Season after season, young Sheldon has painted a more human, tender picture of the eccentric genius. We've watched a boy who struggles to fit in, tries to connect with a sometimes dysfunctional family, and genuinely wants to be loved. But despite the heartwarming moments, the series has subtly built toward something deeper and darker. In a recent episode, young Sheldon didn't just hint. It spelled out a truth many fans have quietly suspected for years. Sheldon isn't just quirky. He's emotionally stunted in a way that will cost him real relationships. Without giving away too many spoilers, don't worry, we'll get there. It all goes down in a quiet, emotionally charged exchange between Sheldon and his twin sister, Missy. After yet another family crisis, Missy breaks down and confronts Sheldon, not about his intellect, but about his inability to understand other people's pain. "You're not a robot," Sheldon, Missy says, eyes brimming with tears. "But sometimes I wish you were. Then at least you'd have an excuse." Ouch! That line hit fans like a freight train. And Sheldon? For the first time, he doesn't argue. He just stands there, silent. That silence said everything. If you followed Sheldon from his first appearance on The Big Bang Theory all the way through young Sheldon, you know he's a character who's both hilarious and frustrating. His brutal honesty, rigid routines, and social cluelessness made him a fan favorite, but also deeply flawed. Now, the writers of Young Sheldon have done something brilliant. They've used the prequel to finally hold a mirror up to Sheldon's personality. And it's not always pretty. For years, fans laughed at his quirks. Now, we're finally seeing the cost. The real kicker? This scene foreshadows Sheldon's emotional isolation in The Big Bang Theory, his difficulty connecting with Penny, his dismissiveness toward Leonard, even his struggles with Amy Farrah Fowler. For all the feel-good moments young Sheldon has given us, this latest episode flips the script. It suggests that Sheldon's brilliance is also a shield, a defense mechanism he built to avoid the messiness of being human. The show doesn't villainize him, but it doesn't let him off the hook either. Being smart doesn't mean you're right, Mary tells him in a voiceover, and being right doesn't mean you're kind. It's a painful lesson and one many viewers weren't prepared for. But in a way, it's what young Sheldon has been building toward all along. Not just a story of genius, but of emotional growth, or the lack thereof. Social media exploded after the episode aired, with fans calling it the most honest and most heartbreaking moment in the series. "I never thought I'd cry over Sheldon Cooper," one fan tweeted. "This just recontextualized everything about adult Sheldon," said another. The timing of this revelation is no accident either. As young Sheldon heads into its final season, the writers are clearly pulling back the curtain to show us not just how Sheldon became who he is, but what it cost him. Whether you see it as a redemption arc or a reckoning, one thing's for sure: young Sheldon has dared to go where few prequels do. It's not just giving fans backstory, it's challenging them to reevaluate a character they thought they knew. And in doing so, it's made young Sheldon more than just a spin-off. It's become a powerful commentary on brilliance, loneliness, and the complicated journey of becoming oneself. In a powerful recent episode, young Sheldon finally acknowledges the emotional blind spots that define Sheldon Cooper, not as quirks, but as deep-rooted flaws. A dramatic moment between Sheldon and Missy shatters the myth of the harmless genius and reveals the personal toll of Sheldon's behavior. Fans are calling it a turning point that redefines the entire Big Bang Theory universe. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.